Okay everyone, this video is to show you how to remove the follower retaining pin for a Marlin or Glenfield Model 60 .22 rifle. You can see it's a steel pin in a brass tube, and it will remove this cap on the end, and then that will allow you to pull the spring and the follower out. Because on my Marlin 60 Glenfield, the follower is quite broken, as you can tell. So I got a new one that I ordered from Numrich Gun Parts Corp. Is a aftermarket plastic replacement. It was 12, I think it was like $12.50 or so. Anyway, you can see I got the camera pointed on this block here. This block is just something I came up with real quick. It's just basically a guide to set the Marlin 60 mag tube in, like this. And then there's a hole drilled right here, and then that's to allow the capture of this pin. So when I knock it out with a punch, I won't lose my pin. So anyway, this is just to show you basically a real easy way to do this. I come up with this idea the other day because I needed something to support this brass tube, because it will bend if you hit it too hard. So this channel in this block of wood supports the cap and the tube itself. So anyway, let's get started. I just got a cheapy punch from Harbor Freight. There's a set of them, like $8. Put this in here with the part of the pin that was sticking out facing down, because you want to drive the pin out this way. There we go. Simple as that. So let me shine some more light on here. I'm sorry for the bad lighting situation here, but okay. There's the pin. It's still hanging up on the punch. So and there's the pin that holds the Marlin 60 mag tube. You do not want to lose this. So I'm going to actually set it back in this hole that I drilled, and my punch is still holding this cap and spring in place. So I pull this punch out, it's going to release the tension on the spring and everything. So I'm just going to carefully do this. I'm going to put my finger on here, pull this punch out. Not a lot of tension on it, but there's still enough that I didn't want this to come flying off. And there we have it. There we go. There's the spring. The cap, and what's left of the old follower, completely blown off. So everything else is just a reverse and installation. You're just gonna put the new follower in, the spring, followed by the retaining cap and the pin. So new follower. Drops in. I'm just seeing how this looks. Yeah, it looks good. A little big, but it'll work. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll seat this spring onto the follower first, like that. You can see on camera. Now make sure you put this in the correct direction. The end that has the pinhole follower. Insert and just feed it back through. Keep doing so until you see the follower protrude from the bottom or the other end of the mag tube, like so. And at that point, you're going to start feeling a tension with about this much of the spring left. You're going to have some tension here. So just be wary of this and don't let it come flying back out. Otherwise, you can lose parts. I had a mishap earlier, and I actually almost lost one of the retaining pieces of the end cap portion, but I did manage to find it. Now, the piece that I lost, or almost lost, is this little guy right here. Yeah, you don't want to lose that. Now, I got my finger over the spring, and what I'm going to do for now, for the purpose of the video, is I'm going to stick the punch back in so I've got the spring captured. This is just so I can set everything up for you. You don't have to do this for reassembly. Okay, so now here's your 4 parts for your mag tube follower assembly, the end cap portion. The part you actually see on the rifle sticking out when it's in the gun with the knurled end, this is also the part that has the hole for the retaining pin. The retaining pin itself is still in this little hole left, so there's actually 5 parts really. And you got this end cap. It's kind of got a well, one side's completely open and the other side's kind of got like a beveled in side. Only goes on one way. And you got this short spring here, quite a bit of little tension on it, and then you have this little washer thing. I don't know what that is, but what this does is it helps keep this spring from sliding over the tube. And I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, as far as reassembling this, take this end cap, take the cylinder with the beveled end like so. So the open end, so your open end is like that. This spring going to slide into there like so. I'm trying to show this as best as I can. I'm sorry for the poor lighting. Okay, and then lastly, this little thing, this little washer spacer ring, is going to slide down over, and this is all going to compress in on itself like that. Don't lose this. Don't drop it. You'll be done. But there's not a lot of tension on this short spring, so I can let it sit there just like that. Now, I'm going to take my follower, spring, and mag tube assembly. I'm going to put my finger back over the spring, draw my punch, and then I'm going to let it slowly pop back out, just a hair. Just like that. I'm going to, this little nipple portion of this end cap, be very careful with this. Insert the nipple into the spring of the mag follower, and now you're going to shove it all back on to the mag tube. Okay, I'm trying to show this, but it's really difficult. But if you get it right, it'll just pop and kind of snap into place. And now, holding this together very tightly, rotate until you can see the pinhole, see light through it. And there you go. And then, lastly, this punch is kind of magnetic, I think, so, which is a good thing. This is the hardest part. I have to reinsert that pin into this while holding this all together. But I think what I can do is actually use my little block I made to hold it all together until I get it started. As far as which direction to put the punch or the pin, you just have to look at the mag tube and kind of try to figure out which end it came out, but it really technically doesn't matter. So I'm gonna pop that down right here into that notch, and I'm holding force against this to keep it from coming out. Line up the hole, take the retaining pin. One end's kind of beveled. Insert the beveled end into the hole. Take my hammer. Just get it started. Okay? Looking good. Still lined up. Yes, we're still lined up. Okay, it took a little longer than I expected for to get that pin back all the way in. Now, make sure one side's flush and the other side protrudes out, and that's what's going to lock into that catch on your mag tube on the rifle itself. That keeps this from coming out. If it's slightly boogered up a little, you might be able to just take a little file and file it smooth, but we now have a brand new working mag tube follower. It won't shoot out and has all the range of flex and motion. Compared to the original, that was in the gun when I got it, it's completely blowed off, melted. I don't know what happened to the previous owner. Notice also the material is actually even a little thicker. So there you have it. I hope this video could help somebody out. I'm no expert at this by any means. I am more or less a just random do-it-yourself or shade tree kind of guy, but I thought this little block idea would help the removal process anyway. So I couldn't find any other videos on YouTube showing how to actually just remove the follower, so I figured I'd just go ahead and make one. Like I said, I hope this video helps someone out. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like this video and would like more gun related content on my channel. That's it. Thank you.